Hello, welcome to Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host, and today I'm going to talk about ego desires versus God desires. So this question sometimes comes up, and I thought it'd be a good idea to break it down. So here we go. Ego desires and God desires, this distinction that people seem to make from, you get it from these coaches, you get it from, sometimes you read a book about these things, or people talking about what's right and what's wrong, what you should desire, how to be selfless and how to be selfish and all this rubbish. Right? It's flat out nonsense. It is genuinely just flat out nonsense. There's no such thing as an ego desire, and there's no such thing as a God desire for the very simple reason there's only God. If you are God and you are having an image in your mind of yourself experiencing something, all that's happening is you are tapping in to that version of yourself that you, as I am, awareness, is already experiencing. That's it. If it's driving a Ferrari, there is a version of you, and I don't care how down you are right now, experiencing your bank account with nothing in it, there is a version of you that is driving a Ferrari. That's it, plain and simple. If you can imagine it, you're doing it. That's all. There's no distinction to be made. There's no, oh no, this is an ego desire. God doesn't want me to have this, so I'm going to feel bad about it. You see, you're not feeling bad about the frame, you're feeling bad about the story. And God's saying, hey, I didn't tell you to feel that way. I didn't tell you to make up the story about what I just sent you. I said, this is available right now. This is something that we can do together right now. And you're the one that's saying, no, but God doesn't want me to. Which God? I'm God. You're God. We're God. Together, our awareness is God. It's my higher self mixed in with my conscious self as a human, which isn't completely aware of everything, but I'm aware that I'm aware of everything, right? That's you. That's who you are. So these people come up with this silly story where it's, no, God says help people or help puppies or save this or give endless amounts of charity until you bled dry. Not driving the Ferrari, not looking good, not saying, hey, I really like that girl, I want to have a relationship with her, or that guy, I want to have a relationship with him, I want to have this amount of money, I want to do this, I want to go traveling, I don't want to work for the rest of my life, I want free money, I want this, that, this, that, this, that. Those are all ego desires. That's all rubbish. It's all absolute nonsense. Nothing is held back from you. Nothing is out of your reach. Nothing is off limits. Everything is yours. I don't care what it is. It means nothing. It means nothing, whatever story you are saying that you can't have it. It actually means nothing for the story you're saying of why you can have it as well. There's no reason why you can have it. There's no reason why you can't. You have it already. Finished. It's like saying there's no reason why I can have this or why I can't. I have it already. And this is just a visual representation of me having something. You don't need the representation physically to have it. Right? You are awareness. When you stop identifying yourself as this thing, you realize, oh, wait, money, love, health, wealth, all of this is nothing more than another frame of reality of experience. So what is it am I choosing to experience? Am I choosing to experience my dream life? Or am I choosing to experience someone else's dream life? Which is typically where we come from this, where we get this idea of ego and God separately. Right? You don't have to feel bad about it. You don't have to follow someone else's rules and regulations and requirements as to what you must desire. You can't hide it from yourself anyway. When you are alone in your room and you're thinking, I really desire that, I really desire to be like that, it feels wrong. It's confusing, but it's confusing to feel so good and feel so wrong about something. You feel good because it's you. You feel bad because you think it's not. That's why. Just change what you're thinking about it. There's no matter what's happening, no matter what happens, no matter what outcome happens, no matter what's going on, no matter what someone says to me, the way I feel is God feeling that way because I am God. How can it not be? Right? You don't have to go around trying to save the world. The world isn't broken. Remember, creation is done, and by that I mean it's literally finished. Every single frame exists. It doesn't even exist in a linear form. It just exists all together all at once. So all this time, if you think about something in your life that has broken, a broken tap or a broken door or something like that, a broken friendship, if you imagine it, the tap's still there broken. the friendship's still there, broken. The door still doesn't work. Why? Because you didn't fix it. You chose another frame where it always existed as how you desired it to be. So why did you see it as broken in the first place? Because your self-concept wasn't up to scratch as to who you were. It's broken. That's why things appear broken in your life, because they have to represent a self-concept that you are capable of experiencing. And I'm going to show this quickly, and then hopefully that'll explain this. You see, your self-concept is everything. You don't have to fix it. You just have to choose it, because it's also within you to just choose that. So your self-concept is broken. Pick another one. What's the best one? What's the only one? What's the only one that matters? I am God. I am the creator. I am everything. I am reality. So, this is what I mean, right? Chair back slightly. We think that we have these desires that are ego desires, right? Ego desires. Then we think that we have other desires, and those ones that are nice, that society deems that we should have them, are God desires. You know, saving puppies and whatever, giving charity and all this stuff, right? And then we have ego desires, which is I want to look good. Someone messaged me that earlier. I want a Ferrari, I want money. Those are ego desires, because they're only selfishly serving you. I don't know who else you're supposed to be selfishly serving. It's literally just you. It's the you show. It's your life. It's your awareness. You don't have to do anything except experience yourself as God. And that depends on how you feel about that, right? So, you make. And by the way, I'm not actually saying don't do that. There have been times in my life where I've had nothing except like very last cent, and someone required it. You know, someone required the last bit of money that I had, and I said, yeah, okay, take it, have it. It's better suited for you in this moment. It unfolded for you to have this in this moment. Perfect, cool. An opportunity for me to give away my last bit of whatever it is I had, in the knowing that I am infinite, right? That's it. That's all. It's knowing that you're infinite. And you can do those things anyway. They don't matter, because there's no difference between these two things. So where does this come from? Well, you have to understand is that you do experience yourself as human. Duh, right? We all here. But if all frames of reality exist, that means the frames of you experiencing yourself doing something to get something, that must also just simply exist. Why? Because you have to be able to identify with being human. If you can't identify with being human, you would never have the concept of experiencing yourself as a human. You have to have the frames of reality that refer to human, as in I am incapable of manifesting on my own. I have to climb the ladder physically. You have to have those frames of reality within God. They have to just exist. We call those frames, our self-concept of being human, ego, but it's not bad, it's not good, it's just an idea of who you are, human, right? You think, oh no, the human wants something, oh shame. The human wants a Ferrari. Yes, you're God. You're mixing and matching the frames of reality with the self-concept, and then you're coming up with stories about the frame. Say it again. You are mixing and matching self-concepts with a frame of reality, coming up with a story as to why and why you can't have it, right? You already have it. You're God. That's the only story. I am. Right? So, what's actually happening here, when you're not talking about the ego as if it's a separate thing from God, what you're actually doing is creating duality where there is none. You are I am awareness. That's it. End of story. You are I am awareness. That's it. End of story. Why did I write that backwards? Oh, I know. This is never mind. I wrote it backwards. That's really hilarious. That's the point. We think backwards, right? We really do think backwards. We think that, oh no, we can't have the nice thing that we want. Other people in our life can have the nice thing that they want. So I come up with a story as to why I'm nicer, because I want the thing that I think is nice, not the thing that I want. Right? Someone drives a Ferrari saying, oh, I can't afford a Ferrari, but I know I give charity every Friday, so I feel better about myself. Why? Just, if you want a Ferrari, admit that to yourself, firstly. And secondly, say, you know what? I am awareness. I have all that. That's all unfolding perfectly for me. I don't have to do anything about it. I appreciate seeing another man or woman driving a Ferrari, because it's just myself in another version of myself, another vantage point where I am experiencing this right now. I choose to experience that as my physical reality right now. I am who I imagine myself to be. That's it. No need for jealousy. It's all you, right? So when you realize you're creating a duality here, when this is all happening within you, you realize that there's no such thing as an ego desire, a God desire. There's nothing. There's just you as I am awareness, talking, being, experiencing. That's it. There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do. So, I hope that's clear as to why that stuff doesn't matter. It's all you anyway. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support, the following, the sharing, the commenting. Infinite love, infinite light. This is Rewrite Your Reality with Reese. I am your host. Feel free to join my Facebook group if you want to catch up with me and ask me things like that. There is an email address. My email for the company is there. You can ask me questions directly. That being said, much love, much light, and I'll see you on the next one.